So, of all the bigs on this roster, you probably know Joker the best of anyone. And so, does it feel like he is still getting better? Or like he's beyond a plateau of greatness, if that's such a thing?
I've seen Jokic from being his teammate from afar, and the guy he's always striving for greatness, man. He's always looking to get better each game out. So it's a respect to his talent and his work ethic.
Due to these injuries that they've dealt with, he's had to do more, and he has done more, coming off a 20, 20, and 10 triple double just now. When he's in those moments, what can be done to keep him from just plowing through a game like that?
Well, you just have to try and make it difficult for him. Try and give him different defensive schemes and try and mess with his head a little bit. He's a high IQ player that goes out there, plays the game well with his teammates, and they develop a great system for him and around him. So it's going to be tough, but it's possible.
When you're out there and in preparation, you've obviously watched Joker from afar, but just your approach, if you're out there tonight having to deal with him and everything that he does, what are some of the things that are key in your mind?
Just hold him up. He's also, a great passer, so just trying to, get my hands in there, get deflections whenever I can, and just run the floor and try to make him keep up with me. So.
Yeah, you probably heard the question about welcome to the NBA moments throughout getting into this first stage of your career. Seeing a three-time MVP that does all of that. I mean, he plays basically like a 7-foot guard. It will be that moment of like, damn, I was just watching this dude for like the last 3 years and all of these MVPs and all this stuff.
I mean, that's just I look at it as another day for me to get better. Guard somebody like you said 3 times. So just being able to guard him and advance my game and get better defensively. So.
I mean, if you don't mind, could you just walk us through some of the things that you've been dealing with and trying to get back and rejoin the team?
Yeah, I think I had a little stomach flu, stomach virus, something of that sort. I felt it coming back from Mexico. I ate something from the store. Didn't sit well with me, and then for I guess the past like couple of days, I've been dealing with that. But I'm feeling a lot better now. I decided to come back and join the team, and here I am.
What's the process for you now? Coach indicated you got to gain a little bit of strength before maybe necessarily hitting the hardwood.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think the staff does such a great job of making sure us as players are in the best possible shape to return to play. So I just trust in their process and whatever they believe in, and they're the professionals. And I try to communicate with them the best I'm feeling, and then go from there.
Only been a little bit, but how is it when you're watching from the outside? You're saying, "Oh man, that's a spot I could have helped," and those type of things.
No, I mean it's definitely frustrating not being to be out there and playing with my guys. But being a spectator, it gives you a new perspective on the team, and I can come back and share that what I see, from an outside perspective, not being there, just looking at the game from afar. So just trying to bring that perspective, talk to the coaches, just give input on what I saw and things that we could do better, things that I feel like here's a spot I could have been in, and but honestly, just happy to be back with the guys and doing this shoot around. Just happy to be here.
Spo said he didn't bring it up, but it's been a while since beating Denver and during the regular season, 8 straight. Does it kind of resonate with the pride of the group to try to end that thing tonight?
Yeah, I mean, you always want to go in here and try and get a win, especially somebody else's home court. Um, but it's gonna be tough. All the factors buy into it, but for us, it's playing our game and just staying detailed and live with miss and makes.
Joker's had to do more because obviously not having Murray and some other injuries, but he has been doing more. And so, what becomes the first approach to try to keep it from being one of those 20-20 triple doubles?
Man, we just make them take as many difficult shots as possible, limit them to cuts, transition points, and then you worry about everything else.
Uh, for you, I know this has been an ongoing thing all year, but what's been the process trying to figure out, when to be aggressive, when to really impose your will on offense, kind of knowing how much offensive talent you got around you, but also knowing that your scoring is important as well?
Man, I mean, we've all had these waves of minimal shots to somebody getting 20. So it's just us figuring out the cohesiveness and understanding it's not going to be the same people every game.
And what's it been like seeing Tyler and Terry kind of figure out that chemistry in the backcourt?
I mean, they're working at it. And you see them after practice, before practice, they're talking, communicating, trying to figure out how they can get on the same page.
So we're coming right off of Joker having one of those ridiculous nights, and he's just seemingly even better. What do you do to try to keep the 2020 game from happening?
Yeah, which night are you talking about, or which year? You know,
Right.
he continues to get better each year. You know, they've had some adversity with injuries and missed games, so he's shouldering more of a responsibility. Um, these are video game type numbers, leading league in rebounding, assists, deflections, steals. He's up there, and then of course all the scoring. Uh, Again, it comes down to how much can we impact the game, regardless of great players and an opponent building and get the game on our terms more often than it's on their terms. Easier said than done. That's why we compete. You love the competition. You love trying to figure it out and figuring out how we can get a tough win.
I know your focus is on tonight, but how much of your message includes 8 straight losses to this team?
No, I didn't bring that up. Um, we're in this moment, it's more about getting more winning plays to get us over the top to secure the win, and having that collective mindset. We're making progress, but this is a bottom line business. We're encouraged by some of the trends that are happening now. It's about pushing it over the top, and winners find a way to win.
Regardless of what you might be able to get from Jaime specifically today, how nice is it to have him in the gym and back with the team?
Yeah, it looks good. He's got to regain some strength, but definitely it's good to have him back in the mix.
And the vast majority of the minutes with Tyler and Terry this year have come together. How much of that has been a conscious decision to help those guys build that chemistry in the backcourt?
That was part of it, but they also play well off each other. We noticed that last year in a short sample size, but also in camp. It makes some sense. There's still some things we have to figure out with the rotation, but things are trending better.
And when those two guys are out there together, what have you seen from them defensively as far as being impactful at the point of attack?
That's the first line of contact usually is your guards, and they've improved. In our system, our defense overall is not where we need it to be. We're doing it, for flashes, not doing it consistently enough, and they shoulder big responsibility. So I see progress. They both know they have to continue to work at it. There's great players every single night, usually at those guard positions, and they're competitors, so they love that challenge.